What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Duel Destinies. We are back in court. It is day 2. We are speaking with Hugh O'Connor, and we have just proven that he wasn't on the right side of the stage when he when he claims to have seen Junie drag the body. That's just what we're doing here. To actually see our client behind the stage from the stage side of the screen. The witness himself would also have to be in the same area behind the stage. But in that case, our client would have definitely seen Mr. O'Connor. Fascinating. Nice one, Athena. Keep it up.
Objection.
All right, golden boy. Is this not your chance? Tell him the truth will be like a weight lifted from your chest. The truth? What truth? What tooth? The fact that the golden boy here was where he initially stated. That is to say, he was between the maintenance area and the stage.
Objection.
But then the screen would have blocked his view of...
Objection.
On the ground, yes, his view would have been blocked indeed. But consider how smoke always wants to rise up high. Athena, look at the photo again. Do you think something on the other side of the screen, something high enough to see the stage? The sign? Or the window? What are they trying to tell me here? No way! This crane right here. But I don't remember seeing a crane there on the day of the mock trial. Me neither, but it's probably safe to assume it was moved before you found the body. That's far enough, Prosecutor Blackwell. Remember he works as a construction worker? Is that it? I recall making no such promise. It was you who came blubbering to me about keeping quiet in exchange for information. What's all this about a promise? Is this about whatever Black Quill is using against him? And what's it got to do with going into the crane? Golden Boy did not go up in that crane for fun. He's poor! He was working part-time as crane operator within the school grounds. What? Do you mean to tell me a high school student was operating a crane? The witness, I object to the prosecutor's last statement. There's no proof I ever operated that crane.
Hold it.
Actually, there just might be something that proves you did. What? If this whole part-time job thing is true, I doubt it would be limited to a single day. You're probably working at the same site the previous day, too. Is this what you're thinking of, Athena? As the court can see, this photo captured the crane's operator. And if you look carefully, he bears a definite resemblance to Mr. O'Connor. Are you serious? This is ridiculous. How very interesting. Let's ascertain whether this is as ridiculous as the witness maintains. The defense agrees with the prosecution. Let's bring the facts to light. That's all very well and good, but just how do you propose to do that? The person in this photo has one really distinguishing feature. I'm not 100% sure, but it's at least worth a try. We can clearly identify the person in this photo as the witness by examining... hobby? No? I mean, I don't know what that orange thing is supposed to be, but... the figure in this photo is wearing a very unique object around his neck. Why, yes, you can see it right there. But then are you saying you mean to... Mr. O'Connor's neck is almost entirely concealed by his tall collar. But that's exactly why I believe this warrants further examination. Yes, Mr. O'Connor, take off your clothes, is what she's saying. That would be a blatant violation of my privacy. My privacy? You are a disgrace of a man. Now start unbuttoning that collar before I hack it off.
Yeah, what's the big deal? Let's see your neck.
Yeah, I bet she would love to see his neck. Take it off. Guess I have no choice. Look at that, we're even zooming in and everything. Oh! Is that the thing that's the sign of their friendship? Oh my! So where did you buy that neckband, if I might ask? I didn't buy it. It's handmade and there's only one like it in the world. Well, it sure looks like the neckband in the photo. Should we have the photo analyzed? Hell, you are one irritating lady. Fine, I admit it. I work a part-time construction job. It has nothing to do with our school. Operating heavy equipment's no big deal for a guy who can parallel park one-handed. But I never expected one of my jobs would take me to my own school. But when you factor in all of the required tests and apprenticeship period, wouldn't you have to be at least 20 to have a license for operating a crane? Oh, about that. You see, I am a genius, so you know.
Objection!
Let us dispense with this inane charade, golden boy. No, prosecutor, no! High school seniors are 19 at most, thus they failed to complete the requirements. But that does not apply to you. Does it, Mr. O'Connor? Why not? What does it do? Please. Actually, golden boy here is 25. He took a 7-year break from school. Come again? Take a gander at the official school enrollment documentation. 'Tis all right there. Damn. 25-year-old senior. He's one super senior. A 25-year-old. Didn't even give me a chance to read that. A 7-year break. 7 years. I've just one thing to say. There are 2 kinds of 7-year breaks. The ordinary kind you mouth breathers take. And the genius kind people like me take.
Objection!
But a genius would quickly become a chore for a 7-year break. I think you have that backwards, Athena. Even geniuses make mistakes. I just happened to make mine only 7 years in a row. Only Hugh could get away with using only like that. Enough of this jibber-jabber. Suffice to say, the witness was up in the crane when he saw the accused dragging the mat. The accused readied all she needed to move the body immediately prior to doing so. That much is clear. I see no need to deliberate the matter further. Considering that the body was moved in the same manner as in the script, I find Prosecutor Blackwell's claim to be quite persuasive. Does the defense care to dissuade me? As long as a mat was used to move the body, Junie's going to be under suspicion. Athena, I just thought of something. What was Hugh doing in the crane right before the mock trial? He couldn't have been on the job at the time. I mean, he was waiting for the trial to start. Yeah, why was he in the crane? Wait, you don't think... Your Honor! Yes, Miss Sykes? I've got it! I've got it! I've got an amazing idea that will turn the prosecution's claim on its head. A little conjecture has never stopped us before. Interesting. The best thing since wrestling. Mr. O'Connor, you were using the crane too? He moved the screen the night before. I don't know what the relevance is, but he could have moved the body with the crane, with the mat. I think that's our best bet. The body was just like it was in the script, so it must have been moved like in the script too. At least that's what the prosecution believes. How simplistic, even foolish. Those are pretty strong words, Athena. You sure about this? The witness is a licensed crane operator, so he could have used it to move the body. Except we all know the body went out the window. We're eventually gonna get to that at some point. Well, Golden Boy, care to chime in? I intend to say no more on the matter. Save that this does not bode well for you. Wait, he's on my side this time? Or is this another trap?
Watch this.
I can use a bow and arrow one-handed. Wow, that's a crazy level of dexterity. I can even drive a crane with one hand. That's easy. But operating the crane itself is so complex it requires both hands. Now I would have the court look at this. Oh, please tell me that's a ketchup stain. You wish. My hand was injured and required surgery. That's the reason I kept my hand in my pocket all this time. I have already verified this with the hospital of treatment. Quite a nasty wound, they say. So, how did you hurt it? I see no need to discuss that. It has no relevance to this case. 2 hands are required to operate complex machinery such as a crane. Ergo, on the day of the mock trial, the witness was incapable of moving the body by the crane. Now I'm the who! I'd planned on moving the crane the night before the mock trial, but then I got injured. Wanted to keep my part-time job a secret, I had to do it just before the mock trial instead. And here I thought this was the big break we've been waiting for. But now that the defense's sophistry, I guess, is laid bare, I would have the court recall my claim. The body was dropped out of a 3rd floor window to a mat near the maintenance area. Then a ball cart was used to move it to the stage. See? I've been paying attention. Well done, your baldness. Now consider this. The accused was sighted dragging that mat. Ergo, it was she who moved the body. Well, I think you're on right track, Athena. You do? Yeah, Juniper remains the prime suspect if we assume the body was moved per her script. So, as the defense, you have to figure out how else the body could have been moved. But... oh, is he telling me to think of another way besides the crane? Miss Sykes, if you have a counter-argument, this court would love to hear it. Yeah, out the window! With the banner swing, levy thing. If you do not, it is time for the verdict. Isn't that correct, your baldness?
Objection!
No, not yet. All I have to do is show that the body wasn't moved like it was in the script, right? Well, that would show that the mat had nothing to do with this case. There is a sort of great renown that cuts down sophisticated lawyers. Its name is evidence. You don't scare me. Force a smile, Athena. You can do it. What's wrong with your face, Athena? It's hideous. Just focus on how the body could have been moved without it being dropped. We already know how. Let me get to presenting. How could anyone lower it without just dropping it? It's not like it could fly. Or maybe it could. After all, oh, my neck. There is a way to zip between the art room and the stage. There you go, putting the pieces together, are we? Someone could have easily used that thing. Oh yes, of course. Miss Sykes, the court would like to see what you have for us. All I have to do is show the tiniest shred of a possibility. The mat and ball cart weren't used to move the body. This is what was used. Is there even evidence in here for that? Oh, what have I done? Whoa. Governor's banner. School banner. Oh, that's right, there's blood on it too. It's gotta be the school banner. Or the Governor's banner, I don't really know. The key here is the thing that ties the art room and the stage together. Might I propose an idea? It might do you well to tie your lips together, lest you further expose your ignorance. This isn't exactly the time for black comedy. Prosecutor Blackwell? Anyway, the court will recall the wire on which the school banner was hung. That wire was strung between the art room and the stage, which allowed students to run or reel in the school banner from the art room. The body could have easily been lowered down to the stage via this wire.
Objection!
Spare me your armchair theories. This wasn't some kind of high wire act. The body surely would have fallen. Yet there are no signs of blunt force trauma.
Objection!
Oh, you surprised me, Prosecutor Blackquill. You didn't actually think I failed to account for that. I'm sure that's exactly what he thought. When we investigated the stage yesterday, the bottom part of the school banner had been tied into a pouch-like shape. And pouches are useful for carrying things. What do you think this one could have carried? Well, go on, please explain. The body was bundled into the pouch-like section of the banner and sent down the wire. Whee! The body would have been down on that stage in a flash, and there'd been no need for a mat. I've heard the phrase carrying the banner, but the banner doing the carrying?
Objection!
I have no patience for you and your cheap parlor tricks. Your claim is as shaky as a corpse performing that absurd high wire act. If you have an actual objection, then just come out and say it. I trust you recall the bloodstains left on the art room pottery. Ah yes, the barbecue sauce. If the wire had been used to move the body, it would have to be via the window above the quad, the one with the winch. However, the blood-stained pottery was next to the window above the maintenance area. I'm actually not too sure about that, how that happened. Ergo, the wire, oh yeah, wait, I remember. It has to do with the furnace, doesn't it? I remember making that assumption before in one of my, like, 3 videos ago. The wire and banner had not at all to do with the case. Oh, haha. The blood-stained pottery. I remember that. This doesn't look good. We'll be back to the math theory if you don't do something. Well, Miss Sykes, I hope you have something better this time than a circus act. Isn't it because it was in the oven? If my wire theory is true, then that blood on the pottery must not have been... Ooh. Not blood? Oh! Wait, hold on. Yeah, it could be, Hugh's... It could be Hugh's blood, right? Maybe it's better if I went the victim's blood. I'm gonna drink some water as well, hold on. Maybe it's not the victim's blood. Did the police check to see from whom the blood on the pottery came from? Shame on you, Sykes Dono. Have a little more respect for the constabulary. Ooh, he's sad. Fulbright. Looks like they didn't check it. Oh, don't let it get you down, Prosecutor Blackquill. Everyone makes mistakes. Spare me your cheek. We will know not either way till the results are run. Tests. What am I talking about? True, but in the meantime, I'm going to press my claim as far as I can. Your baldness. I demand that the blood on the pottery be analyzed this instant. Of course, it shouldn't take a long time to get the results back. Good man. Wait, right now? Okay, cool. Oh my, that was quick. We're history if it turns out to be the victim's blood. Please, please let it be someone else. It's Hugh's, man. I'm telling you, it's Hugh's blood. It seems the blood was not from the victim. Furthermore, a comparison with other parties involved with this case reveals... And you'll have to watch tomorrow for the next episode to know whose blood it is. So, stay tuned for tomorrow, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Fun fact, Adam is actually harvested from sea slugs. And they're put into the little sister's stomachs. And it generates far more Adam than it would normally on its own. Which is pretty disgusting. Oh, I kind of want to listen. Why are you running? Is it because I'm running? It's because I'm running, isn't it? Shoot. I didn't realize. specialise. Art, science, to industry. Fully.